All right, Jing, Jiao, Kwan, Hapkido class. Orange belt striking. It's all about the elbows. So let's have some fun with it. You're in your fighting stance. Somebody comes in close. You're going to switch to your short range fighting stance like we talked about in the stance video. Now this is not our trapping stance, but you can do all of these from the trapping stance. And just like our white belt and yellow belt striking system, it follows a similar pattern. Just like you've got your jab cross in the white belt, palm, palm in the yellow belt, we have spear with our elbows in orange belt. Now, we do this very similar to Baji, in that with elbows, we're not getting as much range, so there's not as much biomechanics we can work with. So all of our biomechanics is really lower body. Now for the spear, with our lead arm, we're in our fighting stance. Our arm's gonna come up like so, with a loose fist next to our head. We're not grabbing our head, we're not resting on our head, there's a space right here next to our head as we pivot this lead leg and shift our weight forward like so. All right, and what this does is it throws all of our weight into a single forward strike. Same thing with the back elbow, but we're going to pivot our back leg and throw all of our weight into a single forward strike. These are meant to hit right around here in the solar plexus area, or if you're going very high with it, right to the nose or chin. But chin is more of a different strike, which I'll teach you in a moment. So once again, we pivot at the same time as we bring our fist next to our face and shoot our weight forward, not up, forward. Same thing with the other side. Pivot, shift, and forward, okay? Now, next, much like hook punches or palm up chops, we have horizontal elbow strikes. Now, for this, I really cannot stress this enough. We're not doing the chicken. We're not doing the chicken. You shouldn't hit with the top of your elbow. You shouldn't hit with the bottom of your elbow. You should hit with the blade of your arm right about there. So it's, you lift, okay? Use your hips, perfectly straight, perfectly straight. At no point should you be hitting like this or like this, only that and that for the horizontal elbow. Likewise, there is a vertical elbow that goes up in a diagonal vertical elbow. And that's coming up like so. Still hitting with that same part of the elbow, not the top, not the bottom, side, the blade. Diagonal up, diagonal up. This obviously replaces uppercuts. Diagonal, diagonal. Great for hitting the chin or the side of the head. Then, for people behind us, we have rib digging elbows. Boom, boom. From the side, boom, boom. So if somebody comes in behind you, grabs you, and you've got free use of your arm, you can elbow that person who's behind you. Now, after that particular more self-defense from a grab-oriented set of elbows, we have the replacement for the overhook, where we come up and we come down diagonally in a downward fashion. Boom, boom. You'll see this particular elbow in a lot of trapping systems, where if you've got somebody's arm, pretend I have somebody's arm here, head's exposed, they'll step in and they'll elbow like so. So we're going to go down a diagonal, down a diagonal. Once again, There's a reason I'm harping on this. Don't hit with the flats. This is so comfortable. It's a pillow that your opponent can sleep on. This is a blade that will cut them. Sharpest part of the body, diagonal, diagonal. You're gonna need to get some twist on that. You have to move your body more for each strike with elbows. And finally, our replacement for back fists, all right, is kind of this very standard elbow motion that most people kind of intuitively get, where you're gonna bring your elbow back with that point going straight forward. Boom, boom. Now, when would you use this? And again, trapping scenario, elbow. Trapping scenario, elbow. That's the idea. Boom, boom. So once again, that is spear, horizontal, diagonal but going upwards, rib digs behind, then you have the overhook of elbows, and these reverse elbows. And that is our elbow striking system. For orange belt, do 10 of each set every day, and you'll know them by heart. 正位五位，上给上地；正位正义，上给上地；保护主者，上给上地。